We're jumping right into a story that honestly sounds like something straight out of an action movie. But this is very real. We're talking about a car crashing directly into a police station in Philadelphia. So let's break down what happened, why police think this was no accident, and what could happen next.
So, what exactly went down? Well, the entire thing was caught on camera. And let me tell you, the video is just as wild as it sounds. So let's piece together exactly how this moment of complete chaos unfolded.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the crash itself. This is the single event that kicked everything off.
I mean, just try to picture this. A car doesn't just lose control and hit the building, it plows straight through the main entrance. We're talking about a place that's supposed to be a symbol of safety and security, and in just a few seconds, it was breached.
So how do we actually know all this? What are investigators working with right now? Let's look at the hard evidence.
Okay, so this all happened in Philadelphia. And the single most important piece of evidence they have, it's that surveillance video. I mean, this footage is absolutely crucial. It's not just a clip, it's the closest thing to having an eyewitness right there, showing the car's speed, its path, everything leading up to that moment of impact.
But, this story isn't just about shattered glass and a damaged building. There was a very real, very human cost here. Let's look at what happened to the people who were inside. 5. That's the number of people who had to be rushed to the hospital right after the crash. We don't know the full extent of their injuries yet, but that number alone just shows you how dangerous the situation was, inside a place where people are supposed to be safe.
And here is where the story takes a really critical turn. Investigators are now looking at this not as a tragic accident, but as something, well, something much more sinister.
This right here, this is the statement from police that changes everything. They believe this was intentional. That one word, intentional, shifts the entire focus. This is no longer just a car crash. It's now being investigated as a deliberate attack, which opens up a whole new set of questions, starting with motive.
Okay, that was a lot to take in. So let's just quickly run through the absolute key points from what we know so far.
When you boil it all down, there are 3 things you really need to remember. First, a car smashes into a police station. Second, 5 people get hurt. And third, and this is the big one, investigators believe it was done on purpose. That's the story as we know it right now.
So we're left with this big question hanging in the air. That surveillance video, it clearly shows us what happened, but the real mystery now is why. As the investigators go over that footage again and again, frame by frame, they're not just looking at a crash. They're searching for clues that will tell them the rest of this unbelievable story.